The Tower by Robert Nichols. LibriVox.org. It was deep night, and over Jerusalem's pale roofs The moon floated, drifting through high vaporous woofs. The moonlight crept and glistened, silent, solemn, sweet, Over dome and column, down empty listening street. In the close scented gardens the rose loosed from the stem Her white showering petals. None regarded them. The starry thicket breathed odors to the sentinel palm. Silence possessed the city like a soul possessed by calm. Not a spark in the warren under the giant night, Save where in the turret's lantern beamed a grave, still light. There in an upper chamber a gold-eyed lamp was lit, Marvellous lamp in darkness, informing, redeeming it. For set in that tiny lantern Jesus, the blest and doomed, Spoke to the lone apostles as light to men entombed. And spreading his hands in blessing, as one soon to be dead, He put soft enchantment into spare wine and bread. The hearts of the disciples were broken and full of tears, Because their Lord the spearless was hedged about with spears, And in his face the sickness of departure had spread a gloom At leaving his young friends friendless. They could not forget the tomb. He smiled subduedly, telling in tones soft as voice of the dove The endlessness of sorrow, the eternal solace of love. And lifting the earthly tokens, wine and sorrowful bread, He bade them sup and remember one who lived and was dead. And they could not restrain their weeping, but one rose to depart, Having weakness and hate of weakness raging within his heart, And bowed to the robed assembly, whose eyes gleamed wet in the light. Judas arose and departed. Night went out to the night. Then Jesus lifted his voice like a fountain in an ocean of tears, And comforted his disciples, and calmed and allayed their fears. Judas wound down the turret, creeping from floor to floor, And would fly, but one leaning, weeping, barred him beside the door. And he knew her by her ruddy garment, and two yet watching men, Mary of 7 Sorrows, Mary Magdalene. And he was frighted at her. She sighed, "I dreamed him dead, and that 'twas I who sold him by sin." Then Judas fled out into the night. The moon had begun to set. A drear small wind went sifting, setting the dust afret. Into the heart of the city Judas ran on, and prayed To stern Jehovah, lest his deed make him afraid. But in the spiry turret, hanging as if on air, The disciples sat unspeaking. Amaze and peace were there. For his voice, more lovely than song of all earthly birds, In accents humble and happy, spoke slow, consoling words. Then Jesus discoursed and was silent, sitting upright, And soon past the window behind him slanted the setting moon, And rising for Olivet, all stared betwixt love and dread, Seeing the moon a ruddy halo behind his head. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.